We're live. Hey, Grumpy Pants, we're live.
We're finally live. Holy shit, took long enough.
It's called real life. Things more important.
Like what?
Like family.
Oh. How you doing, everybody?
Not virtual live streaming.
Hey, look who's in the chat already. Teddy Bear 11. Hey, Stu, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Of course, it's
Let's
already
see.
New Year for him.
It is a new year already, right? Or not?
Yeah.
I forget how that goes. Who's first?
Stu.
Australia. Yeah, because they're ahead of us by a bunch.
Right. Yep. Hello, Sunflower.
Oh, I missed you at the other stream, Sunflower. Tay was with me. Good to see you.
Remind me, I'm just kind of cleaning up a 3D print here, so.
Oh, there's Graham.
Who?
I think it used to be Joshua Graham. Now it's 24 Swoosh Graham.
Oh, Graham, how you doing? Happy New Year, Graham.
He says he's my #1 fan and he loves me. Obsessed with horror. Hello. Look at all the people coming in.
Look at that. Surprise, we're live. Hey, bang, we're here.
No, it's not 2026. Not for where Ron is anyways. I don't know if any of Canada. Is any of Canada at 2026 yet? Is there anybody?
I don't worry about the other parts of Canada. I just worry about where I'm living.
Well, I mean, is there any more Canada more east of you?
Yeah, Newfoundland.
And are they a different time zone?
Yeah.
So they probably are, but Captain Jerk is back.
Captain Jerk's in the house. Woohoo! Good to see you, Captain Jerk.
I'll be right back. But let's keep going, guys. Get some drinks. Get some snacks.
Oh, speaking of drinks, yeah, I got a Coors Light, but I got some. I have a special beer in the fridge for 12 o'clock.
I wonder what that is. Oh, there's Dar. I haven't seen Dar in eons and eons.
Twisted Dar, how you doing? Happy New Year to you, Twisted Dar.
Sorry for not being around lately. My phone died just before Christmas. Aw.
Well, nothing you can do about that. It's not your fault. It's your phone's fault.
My phone has been, as Ron knows, my phone has been acting up lately.
Yeah.
You couldn't get a hold of me today.
It is what it is.
Well, hopefully I can get another one. Maybe somebody can help me get another one in the new year, but it will be not this kind again.
Yeah, not a Motorola piece of crap either. Jesus.
I was very happy to have it because in the situation, this was better than what I had. This was years ago, though, so a combination of years ago, and it just had some features never good with it. So, maybe I should put... Oh, geez. Do I know how to... Gaffa knows how to do it. Darn it. Anyway,
what?
I'm going to see if I can pull up my PayPal summoning the Nightbot. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, there you go.
Otherwise, I got to find it and... Because I just got thinking, yeah, people can do super chat, and that's amazing. But I could just put my PayPal in.
Yeah, there you go. So, cheers, everybody. When I'm done this, I'm gonna break out the Guinness.
Yeah, I already figured that. You like your alcohols.
Well, I haven't had a Guinness in a long, long time.
No, maybe not a Guinness, but you know, you have other stuff. Yeah, life gets busy.
Yeah, that's not a beer I drink all the time or every day. That's a kind of a. I'm gonna treat myself a beer.
I think that works.
So.
It may not be the right thing.
Hey, I've I've been printing off a storm. I'm trying out a different type of PLA that was on sale. Was that? Ooh, that things are on sale. All right. And when I seen that price, I thought, yeah, all right, I'm sold. But look at the detail this thing comes out with. Look at that.
Oh wow, that's lots of detail.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the new buildings that's going in my street running scene. I thought I'll paint this off gray because then I won't have to prime it. I'll just paint the color, whatever color I want. So I bought 3 rolls of PLA, black, white, gray. So I'm printing off the windows and doors for it. Like here, there's already one of them. I know it's white and it's hard to see. There we go. So, bingo. Look at that.
And Bingo was his name. Oh.
So having this 3D printer is making my hobby a lot cheaper. Of course, it's cheaper already because I'm recycling everything from the old layout, so it's not costing anything to build except for the wood that we bought. Whoopee! Woohoo! Wow! Be lucky if I spent $200 on that. I even printed off things. I'm getting brave with it. I even printed off some garbage cans. And here's one of them. It's a square one. Really small little thing. I had a little bit of red PLA left, so I thought, well, I'll print those off. There we go. I also printed off some dumpsters too. So I'm trying to see how small of a print I can get out of this printer without it messing up. I might even try to print off some people and see what happens.
They look pink.
Yeah, I know they look pink, but it's not. It's red. It's just the way the camera picks it up, I guess.
Yeah, isn't that funny how that is?
Yeah. Oh, you can send everybody a picture of the garbage cans I sent you.
Yeah.
Probably share that picture and they can get a better look instead of me trying to hold it with my fingers.
Okay. There you go.
There we are. Yeah, there's 2 different style of garbage cans.
How long till midnight for you guys? Well, for Ron, it's another
17 minutes.
Not long. For me, it's another hour and 17 or 16 or whatever minutes.
Yeah.
But we'll be live at least through your New Year.
Oh, we can stay live until your New Year happens too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh.
I mean, you can, but I'll probably take breaks. I got some things I gotta get done.
Right.
I got
see if my other camera's going to work without it messing up. Because I
am getting tired. I might have to take a nap. Again.
Again?
Yeah. Yep. Well, then my phone was misfunctioning, and then you couldn't get a hold of me, and then I was frustrated, and you were frustrated, and
well, I do have a.
I thought, oh no, he's gonna eat my head off.
No, I'm not. I do have a bit of a mock-up I did get some work done. I got some track ballasted on the layout. I got the sidewalks put in, all the roads put in on the street running scene. So there we go. Doing a little mock up down on the one side
Yeah.
over here. So So that's how it looks so far. You can see where I got the track ballasted. I'm doing that side of the layout first, and then I'll turn the layout around so I can have access to it to the other side, because there's a pillar in the way. That's so slowly getting it street running scene done there. The road is going to come down a little bit farther, but I stopped there for now because I'm only going to go as far as there on and slowly work my way forward. So I've got a magnet I still have to install. One of those, Rapido electric magnets. It's got to be installed and get that all wired and ready to go and get hooked up. So figure, well, I can't do much out in the garage when it's cold. So I figured I'll just bring each section down here through the winter, but this section is going to take a long time to build. It's going to take at least a couple of months.
Yeah.
So got my airbrush up and operating, got both airbrushes working good. So I have to be careful how I airbrush down here in the small apartment because I've really got no thing. So I've downloaded a file for a paint booth and written down materials to go by an extruding fan and everything else, and basically build my own little type of spray booth with an extraction fan filter into a bucket to capture all the smells and everything else. So I'll have a filtration system. I still have to wear a mask when I'm spraying, just for extra protection. So just because I'm spraying, acrylic paint, which is not really fuming, you don't want to be breathing in those little particles. Not good for the lungs, man.
No.
So I got my one airbrush is all set up with the 0.05 millimeter needle, and the other one's got the 0.3 millimeter needle in it. So I got two different size airbrushes, and they're both gravity feeds, dual action. So I'm getting real good with those things. I'm watching a lot of airbrush videos and how to set the brush up, what the proper pressure should be while I'm airbrushing.
That's good.
What the paint consistency should be for what kind of painting I'm doing. So I would like to get another airbrush so I can do really fine detail, like painting lines on a road, and keep that airbrush for my doing parking lot lines and everything else. So I did print off some road stencils. I could
Oh,
probably,
did you?
yeah, I could probably use my 3 millimeter airbrush on that. I just got to be careful of the overspray. That's all. So right now I've been printing off a bunch of new buildings because I kind of effed up a bit um, on the area that I'm working on because I wanted to have parking on that side of the street as well. So I kind of had to pull everything back toward the track, and it's just kind of. So I'm printing off background buildings with backings on them, which is a good thing. So I'll
All
still be
right.
able to light them up and put interiors in them, and I'm going to have all interior lighting and everything. So, like I said, it's going to take a long time to do.
That's true.
I've got apartment buildings printed off. I've got. I don't like the first two high-rise buildings I printed off for this thing. So I'm going to, and I don't like the size. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what? It says it's HO, but one building has an underground parking lot. And when I went to put in one of my vehicles to see if it's going to fit in that opening, no, it don't fit. I'm thinking, well, that's not HO. So I'm going to have to resize that building and see how it comes up. So I'll have to do a resize on it. And they're nice looking. They're more or less kind of modern. I'm going to mix kind of modern, the old style buildings together, as if the town's getting a new facelift. The old building has come down and in place of a new one. You know, so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna resize that building. Some of the old buildings will go on the other side, but there'll be some new ones in there as well. So. And there's a lot of figuring out to do where I'm going to be placing track light sensors for setting off the signal lights for the train crossing and everything. So, and then weather the road a bit more and trying to get things done. So, but just taking my time. All that road that's in there, it's all 3D printed. That you see up against the track.
Oh yeah.
Remember I had to remove all the outer ties on the outer rails, right close to the rail, and remove those, and then butt that road with the sidewalk that's already printed into it up against it to keep the track in place and to keep it engaged. So I took very care and was very carefully doing it and making sure the track is still engaged. So when the rail comes a little loose, if I can bow it out a bit, and it's just like, well, I'll drop some Gorilla Glue down in there and lock it into its fish plates on the inside, because basically I'm cutting the fish plates on the outside right off, setting that in place, gluing it, checking the track with the track gauge. And then once that's set up, then I stick in a piece of road, and that gets glued right up against the rail.
All right, Teddy will be right back.
Yeah. And that stops the rail from moving back, from side to side. So. And what do we got? We got it's 11:53 p.m. here.
It is. We have 5 people in the house right now.
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then it'll be your New Year.
Yeah, then we'll be into 2026. Camera back around. There we go. Then I still got to print a bunch of more, like I said, more of these containers off, bottomless containers, because we're going to make styrene bottoms with lead weights in them, and then seal them up and put them in weld cars to help weigh down the weld cars. So I still have a bunch of this PLA left, so I'm gonna print off a bunch of these funky looking. It's a multicolor filament, so I'll be printing a bunch of these off. Just for something different.
Oh, excuse me.
And those are all going up. I already printed 16 of those off for Sparky, but they're not bottomless. They're for his 40-foot weld car. So I printed off 16 of them for him. So, oh yeah, and I printed off some Jersey barriers too. So. I'm printing all the doors and windows off in white, and that way I won't have to paint those. I'll just stick them in. I'll just have to figure out where I can get some clear sheets of styrene or some type of clear plastic to make windows. So. I do have a barber shop that's got a full interior. I'm going to take the interior out of that, and I'm going to basically turn.
Drop says Happy New Year's, y'all. Going to bed. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go.
Happy New Year's, Drop. So this is one of the buildings I printed off.
That's cool.
So this is more or less is going to be a barbershop in the bottom here, and with the apartments up above. So I still got to print off the back piece. I still got to print off some walls, and I'm going to put it, not too worried about putting floors for the apartment, but I am going to put the bottom floor and the ceiling in for the barbershop, and basically the bottom and maybe a couple of sections up top might be lit up. So I printed that off in green. That's what I had. Trying to use up. I don't like this kind of PLA. It's just, I don't know. Kind of prints funny. So I won't buy that again. So that's another building that's in the works. And it's finally quit snowing here, so it's snowing the majority of the day. So Eastside ice storm that we had when it warmed up, it really melted all the ice off the trees and everything. I let my car sit for a couple of days after the ice storm because I didn't feel like going anywhere. So I thought, well, it's Sunday. I better get the car warmed up and see if I can get it. It took me an hour to get into the car. I mean, the ice was an inch and a half thick all over the car, and I couldn't even get the doors to budge when I tried opening it. And it's just like, well, hit the remote start, let it run, let it heat up. I had to start the car quite a few times with the remote. Finally got it open. And slowly cleaned all the ice off the car because everything started melting because it was been running for about an hour. So everything was all heating up, and getting into the trunk was a chore too. It's like, oh, wow, really? So the ice buildup in the trunk was a lot thicker. And where I park my car here, um, I park underneath a tree, so I come out every once in a while. I'm checking and looking at the branches to see how much of they're drooping. I'm thinking, please don't snap a branch off and come crashing down on my car. So I'll be doing some tree trimming in the spring. Landlord's asked me, he says, because he knows I have a pull chainsaw. He says, "Oh, you can trim some trees." I said, "Yeah, I can trim some trees for you. That's not a problem." All right. Well, I already found out what limbs I need to trim out on the tree out front. So
You do know the countdown is going, right?
yeah.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25. I'm looking at it right there. The ball's going to drop. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, or 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Ooh, they got fireworks now. 8, 7, 6, 5. Where's your beer? 4, 3, 2.
Went over it in a minute.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year! Hang on, let me go get my beer.
Does it not drop a ball anymore? Where's the ball? Where did all the paper come from? Holy cow. Wow, they all got hats. They must have to pay extra for hats in the
I get to drink premium beer. Look at
that. Here's Cuber here or whatever. Happy New Year, Fishy and Ron, and all in the chat. Yay!
Yep, Happy New Year. I get to have Guinness beer.
You get
start off the New Year with, as soon as it settles down and does its thing.
I don't see any balls dropping though. Did they not drop the ball no more?
Where, New York?
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about New York. You know, what do you expect?
We drop the ball every year.
I don't know.
I don't see a ball.
Maybe the ball broken.
Maybe there's a safety reason, huh?
Wow, look at that. That's going to be so good when that settles down. Hurry up. I want to have a drink.
That is weird. The Times Square, there should be a ball, I thought.
There should be.
I didn't see no ball. Let me look.
Kabir, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Cheers. Oh, I get to drink my beer. Look at that. It's nice and ready. Ooh, look at that. Nice Guinness.
Why didn't I see it?
Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year. There we go.
Well, maybe because I was paying attention to the numbers counting down. I don't know.
That's good. That's yummy for the tummy. Some good Irish beer.
Um, it depends on the person. To me, it's gross. I
Happy
don't like.
New Year, teddy bear.
I don't like beer, so to me, it's not great.
Well, you haven't even tried this yet.
I have tried beer before.
Yeah, you haven't tried this though.
It's beer.
This is 4.2% alcohol, brewed in Ireland.
It's still beer.
It's an Irish beer. Which is yummy.
Only to certain people.
Mother's milk.
Definitely not mother's milk. That's not anywhere near that. It's barf. Baby barf.
No, this is nectar of the gods, right here.
Beer barf. That's a new year now. I haven't seen you since last year.
You know what? I know. I haven't
Real
seen you
life.
since last year either. Hey, we'll get you over here this year.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What do you mean, maybe, maybe not?
I don't know. Time flies. Doesn't it? No, it's not mother's milk. Yucky.
It is tasty though.
No. Oh. Speaking of that, I think I left some cans in the car again.
2026, ready for a new mix. A new mix of what? Weather? I don't know.
Oh, I see the ball going back up. All right, I bet I was just so focused on the numbers, I didn't see the glowing ball, maybe, or maybe the camera wasn't aimed at. I don't know. I couldn't see it.
Oh,
But it's going back up now, I think. Where's the ball the rest of the year? Is it still set up there, or they take it down?
I imagine they take it down. Steve's saying something to you.
Fishy needs educating. What's that?
About the beer, I guess. Education.
I've tasted many of beers, and they all taste like vomit to some degree. Just some aren't as much. Like, for example, that beer I had the other day, that mango flavored stuff.
Yeah.
I sipped on it, little bits here and there, for hours, and I got to maybe half a can, and then I threw the rest. I drank like half a can.
Yeah, well, you're more into the.
That was yucky. That was something to drink.
She's more into the Jack Daniels and vodka coolers.
Yeah.
Yeah, beer, lemon. Yuck. I don't know. You know how things go, Stu. You know, beer. I try to they put fruit in with the beer to try and make it taste a little bit better. But you know, who wants a fruity beer?
Well, the mango that I had, it was better than normal beer, I guess. But
yeah, it's more or less probably like a beer spritzer. That's what they're thinking. That's what they're trying to achieve. I guess I don't know. Rocket fuel for fishing. Oh yeah, you give her the dad's root beer with vodka in it. Oh, she loves that. That's that's super high test for fishing.
You ever want to be in New York when it's this time of year?
No, not really. I really don't want to go to New York. Period.
I think someone was saying it'd be kind of cool to be there, but not be in the crowd, like side skirt somewhere.
No.
When all this
Yeah,
happens.
well. Going to spend the New Year somewhere in the States. I'd rather be in Las Vegas where it's warm. Nevada. You know.
Yeah. I've been there before, actually.
Las Vegas.
No, New York.
Oh, New York. Yeah.
How long have they been dropping the ball? I wonder.
Oh, I've been doing that for eons.
I wonder if they've changed the ball.
So.
Some of it has lots of lights and stuff, so I have a feeling they've changed it over the time.
Oh, probably. How much time's left for before all my doors and windows are printed off? Let's see. Let me have a look. 17 minutes. When I started printing that, it said because I'm printing, I put all the parts, as many small parts on that printing plate as possible, just to get things done. So it takes an hour and 1 minute to print. So these are all the there are a couple of doorways and then mostly windows for this building. So.
No, I've tried lots of beer. I'm looking at all Teddy's comments. No, that's not my cup of tea. Someone probably offended by a great big ball. Yeah. Somebody that probably also wants to get married to the big ball.
What?
Oh, people get married or supposedly whatever with inanimate objects.
Oh. One of those people. Okay. Well, we get 15 minutes, and then that print's done. Woohoo! I think that's the last few parts of that building.
Nice.
So. Yeah, so I bought 3 spools of PLA. It was on sale, $15.99. I seen that because I was grabbing the Hyper Series PLA, which is $23. I looked down there. Oh, what's that down there? I'm looking at. Oh, sale. Oh, I started reading it. I thought, well, it's Ender series, PLA. And I thought, all right, well, the price is right. I'll open up the spool and see how it prints. If I don't like how it prints, I can always return the other two spools if I don't. So I'm not having any problems or any issues with that, like I did with the other PLA um, that Creality makes. I don't care for that one. I know one thing. I'm going to have to put a fan in the garage in the summertime and try and keep that garage cool because I'm not sure how much these buildings will take up, how much heat they can take before they start melting. But it should be all right. I think it'll be all right. So. There's a window in the garage I can open up anyways. So. Bought myself a new 4.5 by 3 meter gazebo. We'll be going up soon. Oh, there we go. Nice. You gonna put a train under there? Just like he's gonna put up a gazebo. Lots of areas for critters to nest. You know, birds, snakes, spiders. You know.
I'll keep showing them stuff. I have to get something ready for my end for the New Year's. I'm gonna do something privately at my midnight hour.
Oh, so you're leaving us?
No, well, I'm not leaving yet. I'm just temporarily gonna step away. You need to use the little girl's room and make sure I have something. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Oh, geez, you're tempting them.
See what?
I don't know. Whatever you said.
Oh.
I think. All right, I'll be back. Do you want me to highlight you?
No, just leave it the way it is. You don't need to highlight me.
Okay.
Wake up.
It's bedtime.
No, it's not. Bedtime for you at 12:30. No?
Things to do, places to be. Although I don't know if I have anywhere to go tomorrow. Can't remember. I gotta look at my planner.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
I got people coming over tomorrow.
You do?
Well, Robert's friends, they want me to make my famous homemade burgers, so they're bringing everything over so I can make the burgers and get on the barbecue. So we'll be having New Year's Day specialty Toy Man's special burgers.
Ah, is it the people I've heard about before?
Robert Danielle and of course Sean, his friend.
Huh.
So
It's not like you had a group of them coming or something.
Yeah. Oh, Canadian Locomotive Logistics is here. How you doing, Canadian Locomotive Logistics? Good to see you, and Happy New Year to you. There,
Well, you got some trained people. You already have Teddy in here. Now you got Canadian Loco in here. I think it's a good time maybe to show them your layout while I'm getting things tidied up. And
I can switch the camera back around and move my microphone.
I better make sure that you can do that before I leave, though, for a moment.
All right. So there's the.
Okay.
There's that.
That way, so you don't blank yourself out.
Just hang on.
What?
Mic cuts out. I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet you're tired there, Canadian Loco. Yeah. Right. Ron's going to show you his layout. He's been doing a lot on it.
How's that looking? I have to run back and forth.
I don't know if I think I liked it where you had it before.
Camera on the computer. Oh, there we go.
Does that look okay or not?
Well, there we are. This is basically.
I don't know what look you're looking for.
And so we'll move these buildings out of the way.
Okay.
We got the truck ballasted from here down. This is all done. I'm going to shed a little more light on here. And I use that ballast spreader. What the hell I did with it? Anyways, I printed that off with the 3D printer, and I used that. And then whatever it didn't cover, I just basically went in with a little spoon and just basically touched up some bare areas, wet it all down. And I make my own scenic cement. I do 50% glue and 50% water, so basically half and half in order to do this. And that way, once I wet it down with water and isopropyl alcohol, which is a mixture, wet it all down and then put the glue down. It just basically I start in the center of the track and fill it up very carefully with an eyedropper. Then it starts to bleed out, and then as it bleeds out, then I just basically drop glue right on top of the rail, and as it drops down, it spreads, and it just kind of spreads out nicely, and it just wicks all the way through all the layers of the ballast. Because if you try to glue it down when the ballast is dry and you don't pre-wet it, the ballast will float up and separate. So you want to weigh it down with some water and isopropyl alcohol. And it takes about 24 hours to dry after you do your first application. And then I like to do one more application after that. So I do two sorry for my finger, 2 applications. And it turns out real nice. And now I'll come in here with my airbrush and weather it up as well. So I use black and gray medium ballast. That's what I use for my ballast. So other guys use different ones. Some guys go completely completely gray, but I like to use a mixture of black and gray. Um, I got that from looking at some of the sections of railroad here in London and looking at the ballast, and it's basically a black and gray ballast that they're putting down. I thought, all right, well, I'll copy that, and I'll do the same thing on my railroad. So that's what I do. And it spreads it out nice. And then if you got anything, if you're sitting on top of a tie, you can just basically, just pick it off. But that ballast spreader worked really, really nice. And I printed that off with the 3D printer. Got that all printed up. I thought, I'll print one of those up because I used to do the old get the old spoon trick out and go like this and go in here like so, and then take my paintbrush and sweep it along. But I still take a paintbrush, even though after I use the ballast spreader, and here it is right here, and this little doohickey, right? It lays it down on either side real nice. When I first started doing it, I thought, well, it's not laying out enough on the edges. So as I was spreading it, and going very slow, mind you, and I was going like this, I was tapping on it, doing one of these, in order to get the ballast to spread out more along the side, not so much down the middle. So I still took my my paintbrush and still just gently swept it all down. I figure I'll start from this point to that point and get this done, and I stop ballasting here and swept it all down. And when I swept it all down, I basically covered in these ties. So, and this is the brush I use. This is my track brush right here. So I just basically just go like this, very lightly, gently, sweep along. And then I'll take the brush, put it on top of the rail and push down so it sits on the outside of the tie and starts cleaning off the top of the ties and pushing the ballast between the ties and off to the side. Very slowly. Now I got this nice uniform look. And then whatever I had left that was bare, I just basically took my spoon and filled in where it needed to be and just patted it down with my finger. And then I just basically uniformed it by sweeping it up like so, very gently. And then wetting it all down and gluing it down. Everybody does their ballasting differently. This is how I do it, and I get excellent results from doing it like this. But this is nice because, this only cost me 5 cents to print. So, and it slides along real nice. See, look at that. So, nice tool to have. Instead of buying one, look at the price and what, $30-40 for one of these stupid little things. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll print one out myself, and it'll be cheaper. So there's how the bottom looks. There's the top. It's a handy little tool. I like it. Let's check to see what's going on in the chat. It says cool. Yeah, looking good. Yeah. Is it running? No, it's not running yet. That's a section of my layout, which has got no power to it. Well, yeah. Here's the little dumpsters I printed off right here, too. little dumpster cans. So I think this building is going to go here, the big one, which this is one of my older buildings. I use this on my old layout as a backdrop building. So I got to put the backing on it, and I got to put floors in here and everything. So that's going to go there, I think. We're just kind of doing a mock-up. I've already got crosswalks put in. I just kind of marked them with the paint pen. Didn't quite line it up. These lines are a little off, so all the paint lines and everything that'll be on here, they're all going to be airbrushed in. So this is as far as I went with the sidewalk, and the road I still got to continue on down that way. So. And then get this road kind of weathered up a bit. I'm going to be coming in with the airbrush and just kind of doing some light weathering before all the buildings get put in place. Right now, I'm just going to mock up where my town's going to go and finalize where building's going to go, and then I'm just going to write them in on the styrene here. I have to use some thin sheets of styrene as shims in order to get things to sit right. I still have to put shims underneath the building here in order to get the buildings to sit right. So, it's, like I said, this is going to take a lot of work. So I move these buildings out of the way, and the camera that way just a wee bit. See if I got it right. There are Jersey barriers right here to mark this street off as a dead-end street right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them right here. 4 little Jersey barriers that I printed off. I printed them black, and then I painted them in concrete color. So here's the Jersey barriers that I printed off. There we go. So there they are. So I printed 12 of those off. Now that I got some gray PLA, I'll be printing more of these off, and I'll just be able to print those off. It's a concrete gray. And I won't have to worry about painting them. Like I said, and there's the dumpster. You still got to print off the lid for it. There's the dumpster. I printed a bunch of these off. There's all the dumpsters I printed off. And then, of course, the round garbage cans. And the square garbage cans, which will be placed around the city, you know. So there you go. There's all what I've been printing off. So my 3D printer is done. It's printed off a whole bunch of these windows and doors. There's a door here. The rest of these are all windows. So I'm going to let this plate cool down before I try to remove anything. Just let everything cool down. Because once it's cooled down, you bend it, everything just pops right off. All right, Stu. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. And Happy New Year to you once again. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Have a fun visit with your peoples that you got coming over. All right, we're back on this camera. So that's how everything is starting to look on that section of the layout. Once that section is done, that'll go back out into the garage. It'll still be wintertime, of course. I'll bring the next section in where the brewery and everything is, and I'll continue on that way. I will take a picture of the one end that matches up where the brewery's got to go, and continue the road from there. All right, Canadian Locomotive Logistics. He says it's time to go to bed. All right, you have a good night. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year to you, and have a great day. Get a good night's sleep too. Have a good New Year's Day as well. So I won't be going back to work until I don't know, January 6th. I guess that's when I'm scheduled to go back to work, as far as I know. So that could change too. So I've been off since the what was my last day? Oh yeah, since the 23rd of December. So I've been off since the 23rd. So not much happening in the trucking right now, when places that I normally deliver to are shutting down, and they're spending a few weeks shut down. 2 weeks, I guess. They're giving everybody 2 weeks holidays over the Christmas and New Year's holidays. So doesn't normally happen that way, but every once in a while it does. Now the job is to put all these buildings together. Now, of course, I do have another building that I printed off, and I printed it off in red just to see how it looks. This is how that's going to look. That's going to be. I know it looks pink on the camera, but trust me, it's red. Okay, it's not that kind of red, but close enough. But it's another backdrop building that I'm going to be putting. So I got all the parts to that building in this box, and all the parts to the building that I just finished the windows for are in another box. So the modular building, I'm going to print that probably tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to resize it, and I'm just going to print the one section off. And I always write down the resizing that I'm doing. So when I resize some of those sidewalks to shrink them down a bit more, I've written everything down to how far down I put them. That way, if I need sidewalks again, well, I've already got that measurement there already written down, and I'll just go click, 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 hit, slice, boom, print, done. It's the one thing about owning a printer in a slicing program. I can alter the size. I can either make it, I can make it longer, make it wider, make it higher, just basically resize the whole thing. So all the floors that I'll be making are all going to be 3D printed floors. They're not going to be any designs on them, because who's going to see it anyways? It's just going to be slab of melted plastics, put it into a square, and make floors. I've made a bunch of these little tiny. These are called roof and floor supports. These little pieces, which about the same size as the styrene pieces you get with certain models for your floors and your roof support. That's what these are. I made a bunch of these. I made 5 cents for 12. I mean, because I like this printer because it tells me how much my material cost is. Mind you, it's all American prices though, right? Because it is, the reality is in America, even though the printer is made in, oh, thank you for shipping China. You know, so we're everything's pretty much made in China, right? So except for Kato locomotives, are made in Japan. Here we go. And I have quite a few Kato locomotives. So how many do I have? I think I got 10 of them. I have 10. I'm pretty sure I got 10. I don't know. I have to recount. But either 8 or 10. I know I got somewhere around that number, anyways. You can't kill those things. Those things just run forever. Welcome back, Sunflower. Good to see you back. So the Sunflower is back and is now 20. Well, no, not quite 26 for her yet. She still has 19 minutes before it's the new year. So is fishing. So it's been snowing and blowing the majority of the day, so just light flurries, but it's still steady flurries, right? So let's check the temperature. What's the temperature wise? We'll go in Fahrenheit for all our American viewers. It's 15 degrees Fahrenheit. With the wind chill, it feels like -5. Flip that over to Celsius. What is it in Celsius? It is -9 degrees Celsius. Feels like -20 Celsius with the wind chill. And we've got more snow coming, and it's on the radar. Let's see what's on the radar. We have, we got a band of snow clouds hovering over our area in between the two lakes, in between Lake Erie and Lake Huron. It dissipates and then it reappears. But we have lingering clouds over Lake Huron, which is bringing lake effect snows into London. So that's what sucks about living in London, because we're stuck in between two lakes. When you're in southwestern Ontario, you're stuck in between Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and if the wind blows right, we even get lake effect snow from Lake Ontario. So we're surrounded basically by 3 lakes. When the lakes don't freeze, we get a lot of snow. When they freeze, we don't get that much snow. And it's not too often that the lakes freeze anymore because, they call it climate change. No, it's called climate shift because the planet's changing. It automatically does that, people. Hello. Every so many thousands or millions of years, we go through the cycle. Well, the government wants to because people are stupid. We're going to tell them it's all your fault. But they want to tell you that. Okay. All right. We're in a climate crisis. Okay. To the world leaders, a message to you. If we're in a climate crisis, then why are you flying around the planet on taxpayer dollars, jet setting around the world all the time when there's a climate? If there's a climate crisis, you wouldn't fly anywhere. You'd stay put and have a Zoom meeting with everybody else. Anyways, I just laugh at that every time. We're in a climate crisis. No, well then stop traveling across Europe, then you jackass, and get back home. Stop burning up all that jet fuel. All right, I'm not sure what Fishy's doing. I know she's getting ready for the setting up in New Year. Fishy. Anyways, I'm gonna look on Creality here. I'll look on Creality. I'm gonna get prepared for the next file that I'm going to print. I gotta clear that model off. Yes, I do want to print off some more. Seeing as how I have white. Oh, I did print off a new dual loading shed for my grain elevator, and with dual chutes. I still got to put that together yet. I printed that up. It didn't quite turn out as much. I had to save. I saved the print. I had to wrap tape around, stop the printer, put it on pause, and kind of wrap tape around it because everything was starting to buckle like this. I just kind of sucked it in. It's a little warpy, but well, it's savable. So I thought, I'm not having my printer sit there and print and go for 14 and a half hours and I'm losing that print. I'm not losing all that material. So I saved it. I'll have to make some supports for it. Or I'll just make that out of styrene. So let's see, what have we got? Garbage cans. The garbage cans, no dumpsters. I'm gonna print off a bunch of more dumpsters. So I'm gonna take those models off that plate. And I'm just gonna put dumpsters. Then I'm gonna go over to clone. Seeing as how there's one already on the board, I only need 11 more, so I'm going to print off 12 altogether. Do a 12 print. And I don't need a brim on that one, so no brim. Slice. Hi, Annie.
Hi. Looks like Teddy went to bed. Oh, and Canadian locomotive.
Yep, they're all going to bed.
Well, our new year comes in about 10 minutes, so I'll probabbe be here for about 5 minutes or so. Then I'll be doing tradition here, and then yeah, so it's up to you.
Well, I'll tell you what. You do your tradition. Let's end the stream, and Happy New Year, Fishby. You go do your thing, and we'll end the stream. That's fine.
Well, I figure it's up to you. I mean, either I'd be in a blurb or.
Nope. Well, we can end it because I gotta set this printer up, anyways.
I mean, we can go for a couple more minutes if you want, or I don't know what you're doing.
So I'm just taking all the prints off the bed right now. That's why I have the scraper here to help me take them off.
Ah.
So there, I got them all off. Now I gotta set the. I'm gonna print off 12 more dumpsters. Seeing how I got the white paint out, the white paint, the white PLA. I'm also print them off in white.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Set the print. There we go. Printer's all set. I showed everybody everything that was on the printing plate. They didn't have any printing plates there for my printer, which was kind of a bummer because I was going to buy another printing plate.
Yeah.
So when I take one off and put the other one on and get the next print going while that one's cooling down. So they said they're not going to have any more of those plates in until around February. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, they took my name and number. I said, well, put me down for 2 plates, please. So.
Yep, 11 more minutes or sunflower for us to be in the new year.
So I asked them how much it's going to be. They're $15 a piece. So I thought, okay, well, give me 2. So I've reserved 2 plates. So when they come in, they'll call me and I'll just go pick them up. That's not until the end of January. So I got a funny feeling I probably won't see them until February. So, All right. Well, you go do your thing. I'm going to go for a smoke. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Well, yeah. It's almost a new year.
Yeah.
It's for you already.
Yep. Oh, we didn't kiss on New Year's. Come on. Give me a kiss. We'll show everybody what we do. And there we go.
All right.
Just because we like to be silly.
Yes.
So. Just not the same.
No.
You know?
I know.
We've had 3 New Years together and 2 Christmases.
Yeah, that was supposed to be today.
I know.
Well, I mean, this now was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, everybody. Have a great New Year's Day. And a great weekend, too. I'll probably be going live on Friday. Either Friday or Saturday to do some more work on the module. So.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, everyone.
See ya.